Welcome to the Angel Mystic Podcast. I am super excited you are listening because this is where spiritually open minds can come together to explore the wonders of angels, spiritual connections, and the art of manifesting. Hosted by me, Amanda Tooke, the Angel Mystic, your spiritual midwife to help you on your journey to a fulfilling and happy life. You may have seen me on ITV, Channel 4, or even in Fate and Fortune magazine. In each episode, we will delve into the mystical world of angels, offering you insights, guidance, practical tools to deepen your connection with the upstairs so that you can find inner peace, happiness, joy, and create the life that you want. Tune in for weekly, fun conversations, transformational insights that will elevate your spiritual journey and awaken your inner mystic. Please hit subscribe now as we embark on a transformational adventure with the Angel Mystic Podcast. I hope you're enjoying the podcast, and I wanted to make sure that you knew of a couple of things that are available to you right now. Starting on May the 28th, we've got a fantastic free training to activate your dream life. There's going to be replays available for it until the 5th of June. It is a 3-day training that's going to really help you move forward to create that dream life. We're going to be looking at what it is that you want, why you want it, and how to manifest it. So there's a link in the show notes for that. We've also got running at the moment Angel Cards Live training. So if you've ever wanted to read angel cards, I am all about empowering you to get messages from the angels direct yourself, not needing to go for readings, using angel cards. As one of Britain's best psychics, as a professional reader for 15 years, even though I've been reading them most of my adult life, I am sharing a lot of things that other people do not share. I've created a spread called the Upside Down Pyramid that really interlocks lots of different messages. So if you really want to read angel cards properly, intuitively, make sure you book on that. And it's just £33, but it is booking out fast. Again, show notes, I've got the link for you. And just to give you the heads up, the Angel Summer School is coming back this year. It is a 6-week angelic bubble to work with me in a small group, connecting with your angels and building a deeper relationship with your angels. I didn't run it last year. People were really disappointed because it's something I generally do annually, but it is coming back for 2024. So do keep an eye out for that. All the links are in the show notes, and let's do the podcast. Welcome back to the Angel Mystic Podcast. And in this episode, we're talking about what is stopping you from having your dream life, for really living that dream life. We all want a dream life, I'm sure. I know I do, and I work hard on creating that. And in this episode today, I want to help you take a step further to creating the life of your dreams too. So, as a manifestation teacher and spiritual coach, spiritual teacher, I'll be honest, I struggle to give myself a title in what I do, but I love to help people identify and overcome what is holding them back. Because the easy answer in what is holding us back from having whatever it is that we want that would quantify that living the dream life is always going to be us. And that is often what is sitting in our unconscious mind. It's the mental and the emotional barriers that are stopping us from having what it is that we want, those goals, those dreams, those desires. And it could be that we need to address some fears, some limiting beliefs, get over some self-doubt or other obstacles that can stand in our way. And my role in the work that I do is helping you self-discover them so that you can be in a place of empowerment and transform the life into something that you want. I know it is possible because I have done it and I am still doing it. You know, when we're manifesting, there's always things that we want. And when we've got what it is that we want, trust me, there will always be something else that we want too. So it is a continuous journey, and it's a continuous journey of working on you, of breaking down what is standing in your way, addressing your fears and moving through them. So As we're diving a little bit deeper into this episode and we're looking at what is stopping us from having that dream life, you will have that path that you see that the way it should take you, the way that, you would like it to unfold. But we don't often give enough time and thought and energy to clearing what's standing in our way, those invisible barriers of the fears, the doubts and the limiting beliefs that are holding us back from really living our true potential. Our mind is incredibly powerful and our thoughts are always creating our reality. So if we believe we can't achieve our dreams, we are never going to receive them. But if we do believe and we don't let things get in our way, anything becomes possible. Now, the biggest culprit is fear that's holding us back. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown, whatever the fear is for you. And it's really natural to feel fear because it's part of what keeps you safe. It's part of your ego trying to keep you safe. But the only way to really address this is to look at it and to know that on the other side of that fear, no matter how much it makes your knees knock, is the things that you want. So yes, the only thing that is standing in your way is you, but know that you can get through that too. There's so much expectations and conditioning done in life. We're bombarded with messages about who we should be, what success looks like, and it puts immense pressure on ourselves. But that true fulfillment that I think we're all wanting, because whatever it is you want, you only want it because you think it's going to make you happy. And perhaps a better way to look at it would be make you feel fulfilled. When we're looking for fulfillment, we need to follow our own path. That's not about conforming to other people's expectations. You'll never feel fulfilled if you're going to do that because you're people pleasing. What you need to do is follow what feels right for you and to break down those invisible barriers, those things that are standing in your way, starts with awareness. It's about recognizing what is our real fear. And you can do that by journaling, delving into it, doing really sort of discovering journaling where you're digging into how you feel and why you feel like that. And when you recognize your fears and how you're doubting yourself and your limiting beliefs, we can start to dismantle them, pick them apart. So when you think about when you were growing up, because up to the age of 7 is when most of your limiting beliefs were created through situations that you saw through child's eyes and were probably not the real situation. The example I always like to give is little Johnny. He's done a brilliant picture in school and his teacher says, "Oh, Johnny, that's wonderful. Wait till your mum sees that." And he's so excited to go outside when it's home time to show his mum this picture. And she's stood at the gates and she's deep in conversation with Mrs. Jones. And Johnny's going, "Mum, Mum, Mum, look what I've done, because his teacher said his mum's going to love this." And she turns around and says, "Just a minute, Johnny, I'm talking to Mrs. Jones." And in that moment, little Johnny, that little sort of 4-5-year-old Johnny goes, "Oh, whatever I do is never good enough." He makes that belief in his mind, which is not true. She's just being polite. He doesn't see the bigger picture. He just thinks, "Oh, whatever I do is never good enough." And he creates that limiting belief in his unconscious mind, which keeps replaying and replaying and replaying as he grows up. So when he gets to an adult, he might find that he can't find a good partner. He can't find the right job, all because whatever he believes, going back to when he did that painting that created that limiting belief, is whatever he does is not good enough. We get in our own way all the time. And as Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Everything that you manifest is about what you believe. So when we start looking at what it is that we want, and then we look at why we've not got it yet, we also need to look at what our beliefs are around what it is that we want. So is it the new job? Is it the new home? Is it a new relationship? What is it that you really want? And why have you not got it yet? It's already out there in the universe. Why have you not aligned your energy to it? What is standing in your way in terms of limiting beliefs? One of the questions I like to ask my clients is, what's the worst that could happen if you get what it is that you want? And you might think that's a really strange question. But sometimes, if you want more money, you might be frightened of paying more taxes. If you do start your business, you might be frightened it might fail. What is the worst that could happen if you get what it is that you want? Because when you do that journaling and that exploration in your beliefs, you can start picking them apart. There is so many common limiting beliefs. Don't think you're the only one that's thinking whatever you're thinking, because we actually share limiting beliefs. There is no one belief that one person thinks and nobody else thinks it. We share them all, and they're all created when we were growing up. So our parents, I'm sure, were doing the best they could for us, but they had their own limiting beliefs put on them from when they were growing up, and generation upon generation has passed that on. So if you're hearing things when you're growing up, like money is hard to come by, there isn't enough money, you have to work hard for your money, money doesn't grow on trees, money doesn't come easily, you can't have time and money, you have to scrimp and save for everything that we have. Money is the root of all evil. Money doesn't buy happiness. I had that one, that is for sure. Money always seems to slip through my fingers. Maybe if you think that rich people rip people off to have money. Maybe you think the higher they go, the harder they fall. Maybe you think if you have more money, other people will have less. Or maybe you think you shouldn't be greedy. I just want enough. This is an abundant universe we're in. Money is not going to run out. Take as much as you want. You do that by aligning your beliefs. But if you're thinking, I never have money, money stresses me out, I don't deserve a lot of money. Maybe you think I don't like rich people are snobs. Maybe you think I can't have money and love. Maybe you think money isn't spiritual. I had that one too. You're going to be stuck with your money. Maybe you're always thinking, you can't afford things. There's never enough to go round. I always say to my Abundance Club members, when you're feeling like you've not got enough money or you've not got enough time, that is not true. It's never money and time that is lacking. It is your mindset that is out of alignment. So it's not a money and time problem, but a mindset problem. Maybe if you're wanting better health, but you're always using Google as your health checker. You're joining support groups for the conditions you've been diagnosed with. You're always talking about your illnesses. And you're maybe expecting a condition because it runs in the family. This is just going to manifest what you do not want. What you need to focus on is wellness, not illness. Maybe you want to start your business, but you're thinking, oh, I'm not good with money. I don't have a business head. I can't do sales. I don't know the right people. I'm not good with technology. I'm too old. It's not the right time. I can't take risks. All of these things are going to stop you from having that amazing business and doing what you came here to do. And let's talk about fear for a moment. Maybe you have a fear of not being enough, good enough, pretty enough, slim enough. Maybe you have a fear of worthiness, not feeling worthy or not feeling deserving. A fear of not being loved, a fear of rejection, a fear of failure, fear of success, fear of being judged, a fear of our own greatness. Whatever stood out for you in all of these that I just spoke about, write them down in your journal. And there's lots of you, if you're already in Abundance Club, if you're in Complete Manifesting Mastery, there's lots of processes. You'll know how to clear them. But the first thing that you need to ask is, once you've identified them, is it true? Is it true that you are not worthy? Why would one person be worthy and another one isn't? And when you sit with that, you might remember things from your past, little instances that happened, like little Johnny, who really, that was not true about his painting. It was just about manners. What have you mixed up and created a belief around? because every single one of us is worthy and deserving of everything that we want. So ask, is it true? I bet you it's not. And then you can create some positive affirmations around it. You could even look at having maybe your timeline cleared. You could do some EFT tapping. There's so many different ways that you can clear what it is that is standing in your way. But it starts by looking at what it is that you want, looking at your beliefs around what it is that you want, and asking, is it true? We have to create a really positive mindset to manifest what it is that we want. If we want positive things, if we want negative things, crack on with the negative mindset. But if you want your life to change for the better, you've got to be really aware of your thoughts and your feelings. And when something comes up that doesn't fall into alignment with what it is that you want, you need to change that. Affirmations, visualizations are great. Affirmations are short, snappy sentences that you say over and over and over again to almost like brainwash your mind. You remember at school when you were given lines, I must not be late, I must not be late, I must not be late. That was to program your unconscious mind. If you're doing visualizations of your dream life, of that absolute living the dream, that is going to align your energy. And if you notice visualizations are not making you feel good and you've got resistance in there somewhere, you need to work on that because that's holding you back. That's why you've not got what it is that you want. If you can visualize your dream life of everything that you want and it feels so damn good, you're 100% positive it is coming and it is literally round the corner, it will come to you. So we do have to reprogram our thoughts and align them with our dreams. And then finally, what we must do is we always must take inspired action. And I think inspired action is the easiest thing to take action on when you've done your visualization, when you've sat in that space, visualizing, using all your senses, paying attention to the fine details, getting giddy as a kipper about what it is that you want. And then you get a good idea. You get a little light bulb goes off and you think, oh, I need to do that. That's inspired action. You see, dreams just don't manifest magically on their own. You've got to go after your dreams with determination, perseverance, and trust it's coming. It's not always going to be easy, but it is always going to be worth it. And it starts by getting clear on what it is that you want and breaking through those invisible barriers so you can have the life that you have always wanted. Now, if this has been a helpful episode for you, make sure you are on the training that is coming up for Activate Your Dream Life. It's all in the show notes for you. And until next time, I'll see you again. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit follow and share my message by sharing with your friends. It would be amazing if you can leave a review. All this will help and it activates the universal law of the more you give, the more you receive. So it's a win-win. You can find more good stuff between episodes over on social media. Just search The Angel Mystic on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok, or check out the links in the show notes. I'd love for you to connect more over in my free group in Abundance Manifesting, all on Facebook. Hope to see you there.